Nathan, first of all, congratulations on signing a new contract. How are you feeling?
Very proud and delighted. Obviously I still had 3 years left, but for the club to come to me and want to continue that journey meant a lot to me. It's a club I love. It's a club I've really enjoyed my time in, and as I said, we've just taken one big step, but that's only one big step. We still have a long way to go to achieve our goals, and I'm glad that I continue to do that and to work sanely at the wonderful football club.
How pleased are you to share that commitment to the long-term future of the club?
Yeah, look, ever since I've come in here, we've been aligned. You know, we've had our ups and downs in terms of getting to this first step, but we've not veered from the goal. The end goal has always been exactly the same. We've had to build. We've built gradually and slowly and sanely and made real good decisions. And I'm really happy to be in this position. And then obviously for the club to show that faith in me and to offer me that, and for the length and for what it gives, you know, me and my family, I'm delighted.
Taking a step back, we're a few weeks removed now from a wonderful day out at Wembley. What are your main takeaways from that day?
No, probably one of the greatest days of my life, you know, in terms of everything about it, from the way we prepared. I was very proud of the club for how we prepared, for the calmness in which, you know, our preparations, we went about that. We didn't look at anything. We had tunnel vision going into it and what we wanted to achieve. The club backed us in everything. We were really proud of the club on the day in terms of, one, you know, everything that we did to get there, and then, as we said, how we prepared, but then also seeing the fans and the turnout and just a whole club come together was, as I said, one, if not the best days of my life. And the game wasn't a classic, but at the end of the day we did what we had to do, and I think the big thing is when we spoke about certain elements of how our game needed to evolve, and we wanted to have that defensive solidity, that and then to win games from there. It showed that over 3 playoff games not to concede a goal shows that you know that side of our game came to fruition. Now I would have liked us to have been a bit more fluid and maybe to have scored more, but playoff finals are tight and anything can happen, and it was really important that what we did was try and score one more goal than Leyton Orient and win the game, and that's what we did. Promotion
was the culmination of plenty of hard work. How were the celebrations that night?
It was wonderful to see everyone. I mean, for me, they're very low key because it's an exhausting day. It's a day that takes so much out of you physically and mentally and emotionally that it's just, you know, a deflation really. But it was great. We all, you know, we said we all went to Box Park. The amount of fans that went there, and then to see a whole football club come together and celebrate and be together and talk and plan and just toast. You know, a lot of hard work was an amazing, proud moment. And I took a few steps back on the pitch at Wembley and also in Box Park and looked around at what we had created, and I was very proud man that night.
Looking ahead to next season, how are plans coming along to build a squad that's ready to compete in the Championship?
Well, once again, it's relentless. You know, we had a Sunday night. I had a couple of beers on the Monday to relax, and then we've been flat out since then. So it's the work has already started. Player meetings are in full flow. As I said, it's a holiday for everyone bar myself and probably Jim in terms of that. And now we're hoping to see the fruition of one, our identification process, two, our meetings, and then our product sales. So that's what we want to do.
We managed to get a lot of business done early last year. There's obviously plenty of moving parts, but is that the intention again this year?
Yeah, absolutely. We always try to get as many of our squad together before first game of pre-season. Look, we have to improve the squad now, so we're not bringing in great numbers, but it has to be real quality. So sometimes that's more difficult. But we are looking, you know, things are well in hand in terms of the identification process, and the meeting process has all taken place. Now we have to try and get these over the line.
We've spoken about the importance of pre-season before, and that obviously showed its fruits during the season just gone. What will it look like this year?
Similar. You know, we stick to a tried and tested plan, which, you know, results aside, gives you the best possible sort of platform to play a full season at intensity and to come through that. I mean, last year we were very good in terms of having a 90% availability rate. The months that we didn't have that rate were the months that cost us in terms of that. But everything, you know, from pre-season was excellent. We had the majority of the squad in place. We had we had 6 weeks of real hard, disciplined, structured work, and we're going to do that exactly the same again.
At Box Park, you were very clear in your message to fans to get on board with a season ticket for next campaign. How much are you looking forward to leading Charlton back into the Championship?
Yeah, I am. I mean, this club is the minimum where it should be in terms of the size and infrastructure and what we have behind the scenes. And I'm really proud to be leading them back into the Championship. We've had to work hard to get it, and we did it in 1 year, which was a fantastic achievement. Now what we have to do is make sure that we've got no trapdoors, because what we don't want to do is come back down and have to get back out of it again. So we have to first and foremost be realistic in our ambitions, but be bold in our ambitions, because I don't just want to survive. Survival would be an achievement, but I don't just want to do that. So what we have to do is respect the level, recruit very, very well, prepare the team for the rigours of a wonderful, wonderful league, and then go and execute that.
Thank you, Nathan.
Cheers, thank you.